Hey folks, welcome back to Black and White. Here in Meisterton City, taking care of a bit of business before we go on with progress. In this room here, we have the Reminder Girl, aka the Move Relearner, which allows Pokemon to relearn a move that they either forgot or would have learned before it's possible to learn them, like a level 1 move for an evolution. For instance, Lil here is going to relearn a very special move in place of Growth that is basically Growth except better in every single way. And that wonderful, wonderful move is known as Quiver Dance. So yeah, Quiver Dance boosts both attack, special attack, and speed, which is a lot better than just boosting attack and special attack. Or whatever the hell Growth did, I don't know, never used it. Anywho, cutscene time, we have the ever-popular guy whose eyes are closed and has weird, 69, has weird head. Look at his hair, it's silly. Cedric Juniper, yeah, father of the Professor Juniper we know and mildly like. And, yeah, he's an okay guy. He upgrades your Pokedex. And it's, yeah, it's kind of like that one bit in Diamond and Pearl where Dawn's dad shows up and like, hey, here's a Pokedex app that lets you see, gender differences. This is Skyla here. She is the Meisterton City gym leader. She's, I don't know why they named her Skyla, because Skylar is an actual name, and has the same pun. But Skyla is not an actual name as far as I'm aware. But yeah, whatever. She's the gym leader. We will be fighting her in a future episode, not today. And oh boy, recycled subplots. You remember in Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, Soul Silver? That's a mouthful. When there's a sick Pokemon on top of the lighthouse? Yeah, very similar deal here. Except we don't actually have to go get medicine, we just have to go look at it. Anyway, this guy. This is another rotation battle / triple battle guy, depending on your version. And, because it's a rotation battle and I love rotation battles, I'm going to show you the rotation battle. Even though I believe you've seen all these Pokemon before. Now, let's see if I remember how this fight goes. I won't. I really won't. Yeah, he leads with Lillipup, and he'll probably use Fake Out just because it's a jerk like that. And basically, Smackdown is the best bet here because it would do hella damage to anybody, especially Swoobat, because Swoobat's part flying. So it's basically a safe bet. There's really no reason to switch to anybody else, which kind of defeats the point of a rotation battle, but whatevs. I love that sound effect for Smackdown, by the way. It's just the best sound effect, and that's 2 criticals on subsequent turns. That's pretty whack off the easy dog. Yay, level up off the Heezy. It's the second time I've used Heezy in the past 30 seconds. But yeah, Swoobat is not going to be dangerous. Basically this battle turned out exactly like a normal battle, in that Barlonga just sweeps everybody with Smackdown, and ironically, the one Pokemon who's weak to Smackdown does not get one-hit KO because it's not a critical. And then Scald, because Scald's cool. And it's hot at the same time. Woo! Pun. Yeah, rotation battles are cool when you actually have to make use of the rotation, but Barlonga is just too much of a boss. So yeah, let's head up here. These, like, balance beams of sorts You need to stay in constant motion, otherwise you'll fall off. You can walk or you can run. I recommend walking, so of course I will always run. But yeah, if you stop moving, you'll start wobbling and you'll have a limited amount of time to start moving again, or else you fall off into the grass, and that would be no fun. Anyway, welcome to the Celestial Tower, which is totally different from the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town. And it's definitely nothing like Mount Pyre or anything of the sort, you know. Yeah, this is the third time they've reused the whole large vertical ascent graveyard idea. It's wearing a little bit thin, guys, just saying. I mean, can you put ghosts in a place other than a graveyard? Like, actually? Seriously? Come on? It's not that hard? Like, okay, a haunted mansion. I'll give you that. A haunted mansion. A haunted forest. Or, like, a cave of dead souls where dead Pokemon go to die or something. Or, like, that might be a little too similar to hell. I don't know. Anyway, that was a new Pokemon. He looks like an alien. Whatever. And there's Solosis. I think you've seen Solosis. It's an exclusive to something. I don't even remember. Probably White. I think White. Maybe. Who knows? It's a Psychic type. It doesn't really appeal to me, which is weird because it's essentially a Bubble Pokemon, and Bubbles are pretty boss. But yeah, it hasn't really caught my fancy. And Sigilyph. One day I will use a Sigilyph on some future playthrough. I think 5th gen has a lot of Pokemon, more than any other generation, that I really want to try out. So I'm really looking forward to when they make another game, so I can trade my Pokemon to that other game and then start replaying Black and White. Anyway, Barlonga reaches level 37! And you know what that means? You might know what that means. That means something awesome. Cool and amazing. That's right, it's evolution, guys. Remember how Barlonga's, like, totally destructive before evolving? Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a disaster for anybody who gets in our way. Yep, evolves into the wonderful Caracosta. Caracosta. I don't even know. Caracosta Rica. But yeah. Now that the evolution has taken place, the difference between physical attack and special attack has gotten a little wider. So I'll probably be switching to a physical water-type move as soon as a good one becomes available. Because, you know, I kind of want a good stab move, you know. But, yeah, Caracosta is going to destroy things. Destroy things very handily, really, honestly. But for now, I'm going to focus on raising up my other team members to a higher level, so you won't see too much devastation at this point. Anywho, heading up here. And hello! Look at this. Look at this, guys. Already, we have yet another new team member. And, in fact, the final new team member. Our 6th team member, Litwick. Litwick is a Ghost Fire type, which is just too awesome of a type to, like, pass up at all. It's pretty cool. Even though it's on fire, you know, obvious pun. But, yeah, it's a ghost type, and there aren't nearly enough of those. And look at it, it's smiling, it's adorable. I would hug it, but I'd, like, get burned. And possibly rip my skin off because it's made of wax. Or nothing will happen because it's a ghost. Anyway, the Dusk Ball, I don't know if I've mentioned it. I probably have, yeah, I caught Electra in one. But quadruple catching effectiveness in any sort of dark area, whether it be night or a cave or some other thing. And takes down Edmund, unfortunately. Honestly, Edmund lasted a lot longer than I expected, considering it's up against a fire type. And Electra won't be lasting long either, because Electra's just kind of weak, but enough to get a Thunder Wave in. Finally, I can actually use status effects to make catching easier, which I will no longer need after this fight. But yeah, for those not in the know, status effects such as poison and paralysis get, like, add 5 to somewhere in the catching formula, and then sleep and freeze will add 10. I don't know exactly how the formula works, but whatever. Litwick has been caught. It's pretty boss. It burns life energy, people. So cool. Anyway, I like to think that this is a little more clever, even though it's not a particularly amazing creative name. Cindy! Shut up, it's clever. Anyway, more fighting in the graveyard. Most of these people, I don't even remember what they have. I don't think there are actually any trainer-owned Litwick in here. What do they have? I actually don't know. What does this guy have? It's probably a bunch of Solosis and Gothias and stuff. Oh, Yamask, yeah. Yamask, like, I considered using Yamask because it's a ghost type, but then consider that Litwick is a fire ghost type, and basically gets better when you add fire into the equation. So, yeah, obvious choice there. Anyway, Curse, for those not in the know, Curse is a move that does a different thing depending on what type you are. If you are a ghost type, it will cut your HP in half, and put a curse on the opponent that cuts their HP by 1/4 of their total each turn. If you are not a ghost type, you lower your speed and raise your attack and defense, I think, something like that. It's good for Snorlax. Anyway, Edmund just keeps dying, jeez. Stop dying, Edmund. And Electra, back in action. New Pokemon here, Golett. What type is it? I'm not really sure. I want to say it's a Psychic Rock type or something. I mean, it looks like it's made of rocks. It might be Psychic Ghost. I don't know. I'm still in that phase of not really knowing what type all the Pokemon are, and I think Golett is one of those that gave me a lot of confusion. Speaking of giving a lot of confusion, I hate you. But yeah, let's see if Barlonga can show off how awesome he is. Fun fact, Golett can learn Fly. It's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, just showing that fight because that is Golett. Because it was so worth showing Golett when I knew basically nothing about it. And another fight I'm showing. Amazing! What does this guy have? The evolution of Solosis. I don't know. I don't care. Solosis. It's a slightly bigger whatever that is, and a slightly bigger bubble. It's dead. It's not the worst evolution I've ever seen, but it's kind of like in that... It's the same Dugong line of thinking, in that let's take something and make it bigger. And it's a new Pokemon. Not the most creative. Anyway, Nurse, here we go. Let's fight the Nurse. We fought the Nurse. And that's a healing spot. Which, honestly, I needed by this point. So, Upsy Daisy we go. We got one more floor, I believe. You know, I just feel like no graveyard area has matched the original. Just because the original was like more of a labyrinth kind of thing, whereas these are just go back and forth. Anyway, Stoutland. This is interesting because Stoutland is the final evolution of Lillipup, and it's a mirror match. A kind of unfair mirror match, honestly. Because on the one hand you have Return, on the other hand you have a giant mustache. And believe it or not, Return is actually more powerful than his mustache. And that's saying something. Look at that mustache. Jesus Christ. I love Stoutland, but... oh my god. Anyway, showing this because... well, for two reasons. To show off this kind of amazing ending, and for one other reason. Yeah, critical takedown, dangerous. Stoutland's actually pretty strong, but the recoil kills Stoutland. Experience all goes to Edmund. Level up to 35. Get Ice Beam, best special ice move like ever. It's better than Blizzard. Shut up. I hate Blizzard's lack of accuracy. But not only do we get the level up, not only do we get the best ice move in the game, not only that, but we get the second evolution of this video. See, that's how you make an evolution. A bigger ice cream cone. See, it makes sense there, because it's an ice cream cone. But yeah, Vanillish is Vanillite more so. Higher special attack, higher everything basically. And showing this because it's the evolution of Gothita. I swear, it reminds me of Jinx with the lips and the purple and all that, except goth, rather than whatever the hell that horrible, horrible fashion movement in Japan is that Jinx is supposedly based on. Anyway, that takes care of all the trainers here. Now we can just head to the roof. Perfect timing on the rappel, except there's actually wild encounters on the roof. And it's cutscene time! Hooray, hooray, hooray. Where is it? See, that bugs me. We don't even get to see the Pokémon. Like, all the action happens without us. Yeah, remember in Gold and Silver Crystal, Heart Gold Soul Silver, when they were like the bells? Except they were like small bells, chime bells. Now it's a big bell. Hooray, flying types. Let's wreck him with Smackdown and Ice Beam! And maybe some Charge Beam if we're lucky. But anyway, that takes care of the Celestial Tower. Next time we'll take it on the gym, and I'll see you guys next time.